Hello there, and welcome to the 3D Journey podcast. I'm Blue Walk, and today we're going to talk about a topic that every beginner in 3D faces: the struggles of starting out and how to overcome them step by step. When you first start learning 3D, you're full of excitement. You want to create something stunning, something impressive. But reality quickly hits. Your first models look clumsy, textures are messy, and renders look nothing like the reference. That frustration, that self-doubt, it's totally normal. The first challenge most beginners face is weak core skills. You know a bit of modeling, a bit of texturing, maybe tried some rigging and lighting, but you're not truly solid in any of them. The result is a portfolio that feels scattered and unfocused. The advice here is simple. Work on complete projects from start to finish. 3 to 5 solid projects with a consistent style can leave a stronger impression than dozens of half-finished experiments. The second common struggle is having a portfolio that doesn't convince anyone. Many beginners just show final renders, but no process. Employers or clients, however, want to know how you worked, what your role was, and which skills you used. That's why it's important to include wireframes, texture breakdowns, or even a GIF showing your modeling progress. A short, focused portfolio with proof of process is far more powerful than a long, scattered one. Third, there's the networking gap. For many people, this is a huge barrier, especially if you don't know anyone in the industry. But networking doesn't mean spamming resumes or cold messaging dozens of people. It can be as simple as joining Discord or ArtStation groups, commenting on other people's work, or sharing small tips you've learned. Natural, long-term connections often bring surprising opportunities. A small indie project, a conversation with a senior artist that could completely change your path. Another big challenge is the gap between learning and real production work. At school or while self-studying, you might spend a whole week on a single model. But in a studio, deadlines are non-negotiable. You'll need to follow the pipeline, stick to naming conventions, use version control, and collaborate with animators, technical artists, and designers. At first, this feels overwhelming, but you can prepare by joining game jams, taking on small freelance jobs, or simply practicing with self-imposed deadlines. And maybe the toughest challenge of all is imposter syndrome, that feeling of not being good enough compared to everyone else. You scroll through ArtStation, see incredible artworks, and start doubting yourself. But remember, everyone in this industry, even seniors, have felt the same way. The trick is to compare yourself not to others, but to your past self. If you've improved, even just a little, you're moving in the right direction. On top of that, many beginners experience burnout. Balancing study, practice, and maybe freelance work can be exhausting. You might lose motivation altogether. Here's a counterintuitive truth. Sometimes the best way forward is to rest. Take a walk, spend a day away from your computer, and recharge. A short break can spark fresh ideas and restore your energy. Finally, let's talk about pricing and earning. Many newcomers work for free or undercharge, thinking it's the only way to gain experience. While it's okay in the very beginning, don't stay in that stage for too long. Learn how to research market rates, calculate your living costs, and negotiate with confidence. Your time and skills have value, even if you're just starting out. To sum up, the 3D journey isn't easy, but every challenge has a way through. Remember these 3 keys. First, finish complete projects, not just scattered exercises. Second, let your portfolio tell a story by showing your process. And third, build connections, because opportunities often come through people, not just skills. If you're feeling discouraged right now, know this: it's normal. Everyone before you has gone through the same struggles. What matters is that you don't stop. Keep learning, keep creating, and one day you'll look back and smile at how far you've come. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. If you found it helpful, share it with a friend who's also starting out in 3D. And don't forget to follow me so you won't miss the next episodes. See you next time.